Well, the new year is here, and I have my top 5 turntable picks under $500 for 2025. That's a lot of fives. Hi, I'm Bob, and you, my friends, are in the United States of analog, and this is a turntable record weight, and I'm just going to use it to have something in my hand. As I suffer from allergies today, I apologize for my voice, but these allergies in Central Texas in December and January, mold, cedar, sometimes it comes down hard. But you know what? You can't keep a good man down, and you can't keep a good YouTube channel down, so like and subscribe and do all that stuff. I would appreciate it. Another good thing you can't keep down is a good under $500 turntable. And for the new year, I have my top 5 picks under $500. We're gonna have some ground rules. We're gonna have some prerequisites. First of all, the turntable must be good looking, all right? It might have a vintage vibe or a modern vibe or just that classic turntable look. It has to come with a good stock phono cartridge. I'm tired of these turntables that come with, basic carts that you're going to have to upgrade and up the cost of your turntable setup. Yeah, a lot of that stuff that I've seen lately from and listen, those are all good brands in their own right. But for some reason, they want to scrimp on those cartridges. I ain't gonna have anything to do with that. I'm just gonna present you decent tables under $500 with pretty good carts. And my final prerequisite is that each turntable must have at least 3 sellable features. I'm gonna focus on all the upside on these 5 turntables. I'm not gonna focus on the downside today. Hey, look at me, I'm being positive for once. It's an all new year. I've got an all new attitude. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. Now, I'm not gonna have time to do every feature on every turntable. I encourage you to do your own research. This is a jumping off point. These are the 5 turntables for 2025, at least the beginning of the year, that caught my eye. It's up to you to do your research, make your best deal. And I also have to say, since it's the beginning of the new year, that some of these turntables, because of the holiday season, may be out of stock right now, but have them on your short list when they do come back in stock. Use that tax refund money you're going to get.
Man, I remember those days when I used to get tax refunds.
Or maybe you got some holiday spending cash at your discretion that you can use for a new turntable. Anyway, they're coming back in stock. Don't worry about it if you don't see it immediately. These are all great turntable companies, and they know what they're doing. All right, let's start with my first choice, and these are in no particular order, but number 1 is the Music Hall MMF 2.3. Now, this is a nice offering for just under $500. Music Hall is made in the same factory or adjacent factories to Pro-Ject Turntables. Design work done in Austria, and they make their turntables in the Czech Republic and some of them in Germany. So the quality is there, the history is there, and this turntable looks like a turntable. It's got that traditional classic turntable look, dust cover included, and since you can't get a Pro-Ject Carbon EVO anymore for under $500, this is a very good substitute. Included is the Music Hall Spirit Cart, essentially a quality Audio-Technica VM95E. As for the sellable features, number 1, it has an 8.6-inch carbon fiber tone arm with an aluminum head shell. Number 2, isolation upgrades, an isolated DC motor, and adjustable anti-vibration feet are included. And number 3, there is an upgrade path. You can replace this stylus with any of the AT VM95 line. I would suggest spend a little more and get that micro line, which I've done a video on, and I'll put that link in the description. I do like that stylus a lot, and I use it here. I have 8 turntables now. That's a little excessive. Number 2, of course, is the Fluance RT85, the top of the Fluance line. Fluance, a direct-to-consumer outfit, but they also sell on Amazon. This is their best turntable, and what makes it so sweet for under $500 is the included Audiphile blue cartridge, which I'm using right here on this Technics turntable. It is a fantastic cartridge. It's worth at retail $250 on its own. So half the price of the turntable is this great cartridge, and you don't get that ratio with any other turntable that I know of. The Fluance has those classic, if not vintage, turntable looks, and it's extremely popular in their line. And happy birthday to Fluance, they're celebrating their 25th anniversary. Now for those sellable features, number one, as I've already mentioned, that fantastic Audio-Phile 2M blue. Now you can also upgrade that stylus, but I don't think you're gonna have to. Keep it simple. Number two, it has an acrylic platter. In the turntable world, we're always concerned about vibrations, about resonance. An acrylic platter is going to be the next level up from one of those ringing aluminum platters you might get on a cheaper turntable. And number three, the Fluance RT85 has an isolated motor with precise speed control. So some very good features here, just under 500 bucks. Also available with a Nagaoka 110 cartridge, but I'm going to recommend the Audio-Phile 2M blue version. Now we've already talked about Pro-Ject a little bit. I've owned about 4 Pro-Ject turntables in my life. Very good quality. Can't complain. Number 3, the Pro-Ject T1 EVO. This is going to come in between 400 and 450 bucks. It's got those classical turntable looks again in 3 finishes with a dust cover included. Built in the Czech Republic, you're assured quality from a company that's been in the game for quite a while now. The T1 is now their best offering, under $500. Now for the sellable features of the T1, number 1, it has a glass platter. Again, we're cutting down resonance with a different material. This is going to be the only turntable on the list with a glass platter, and it's offered here. So if glass is your thing, this is your table. Number 2, it comes with a quality Audio-Phile OM10 cartridge. Maybe not my favorite, but not too shabby for an under $500 turntable. And number 3, it has an excellent 8.6-inch straight aluminum tone arm with a low friction bearing. Bearings are so important to good turntable sound. There's a lot to unpack there. We can't cover it here, but definitely do your research and look for turntables with a good bearing setup. You're going to get lower noise and smoother sound. Next on my list is the Audio-Technica LP70X or the LP70X Bluetooth model. These are going to run you between 200 and 250 bucks. I wanted to include a simple, easy-to-use turntable way under the $500 price point for those budding audiophiles out there. I hear you. I hear you out there. You want to own a turntable without having to do all the tone arm and cartridge adjustments. This is for the people who want to play their records that they have lying around the house, or maybe they inherited records from a family member. Now this turntable doesn't have those classic or vintage turntable vibes. It's got a very modern look, and its construction, at least, at the base, is plastic, and a lot of audiophiles are going to wince at that. Then, as I mentioned, there's also a Bluetooth version that you can get. Both come supplied with a dust cover. I did a complete review of this turntable a few months ago, and again, I will link that video in the description. Music lovers who want to just play records will fall in love with this budget beast. They can easily connect it to their system or Bluetooth device right out of the box. Now for the sellable features. Number 1, the price. It fits into just about everybody's budget. Number 2, you're getting Audio-Technica engineering and quality, and the cartridge, the AT-VM95C, is a pretty decent jumping off point and could be upgraded in the VM95 line. And number 3, just sheer ease of use. Auto start, auto stop, and tone arm return. If you like the cut of the LP70's jib, then I recommend that you get that and then get, for 150 bucks more, the Audio-Technica VM95 microline cartridge. I've talked about it a lot. 150 bucks extra. That still puts you at around 400 bucks for the whole thing. Again, audiophiles may wince a little bit at a plastic turntable with few adjustments, but it's a great jumping off point for the budding, beginning audiophile. I wish it was around when I was younger. And in the number 5 spot, the U-Turn Audio Orbit Plus. It's going to come in at about 400 bucks, and you're getting a lot for your money. This table is a decorator's dream come true with 7 colorways available. U-Turn Audio is a direct-to-customer provider again, and they've got many years under their belt now, so they really know what they're doing here. U-Turn turntables are assembled in the USA and are favored by beginner and seasoned audiophiles everywhere. To me, U-Turn turntables have always had kind of a minimalist feel, a minimalist look. And for the sellable features, number one, it has an acrylic platter. We've already spoken about the benefits of acrylic. Number two, the Orbit Plus has a stable, low noise, inverted bearing. And number three, the one-piece tapered magnesium tone arm for ultra low resonance. This is the only magnesium tone arm you're gonna see on today's list. Pretty cool table at $400. Now you've got $100 extra for cables and maybe a couple of slabs of vinyl. So that's it. That's my look at my 5 choices for turntables under $500 heading into 2025. If you want to add to the list, it's a free country. Well, at least it is here. So put your choice in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this has been some kind of help for you. I think $500 is a good price point for an entry-level turntable. Of course, the more money you can put into your rig, the bigger the sonic benefits, but we all have our limits. I hope you don't have a limit to how many of my videos you can watch today, because you know what? Let me set this down and inform you that the geniuses at YouTube have already selected a video for you to watch. I forgot what hand I point with, and it's right here. And you know what? You'd be doing me a huge favor if you just watch a couple of minutes of this one. Maybe you'll get hooked. I hope you do. Thanks for joining me in the United States of Analog. Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time. And I read that comment about how I remind you of a used car salesman. I didn't appreciate that. I know who you are. I know where you live.